Today we're going to be pushing up my main account and seeing if Icebow is still going to be viable at all on ladder after this season has been very difficult for Expo in general. I would say not a lot of Expo going around in the meta because of the nerfs that the spells have gotten and whatnot, especially the Tesla as well. That nerf has been very detrimental against a lot of different decks. You know, beatdown decks are a lot harder to defend. Hyperbait decks, those kind of things now are insanely more difficult. So pretty much everything has just gotten even harder after the last couple of months, and we're going to see if I can actually get some wins here today. So just going to go Rocket on top of that E-Drag plus the healer. He's playing Golem, which is going to be a little bit interesting. I'm going to see what version he has first before I do anything too detrimental, like playing an Expo at the bridge or something, because I'm pretty sure he's probably going to have Pump version since he already played the E-Drag and the healer. And usually you play healer with E-Drag. If you have Pump, you don't have Lightning as well, or even a big spell usually, so I'm just going to be ready with my Icebow if he goes Pump. There it is. So I'm going to go for the Icebow on this left-hand lane right now. We're up against D-Baby. Isn't that a rapper or something? Baby Dragon does come down. So Baby Drag and E-Dragon. Interesting. Double Dragon combination. We could potentially look for some Rocket Tornado value on the big pushes. I'm pretty sure he's playing Golem at least. I'm just going to go for the Knight like this down low on top of that Baby Dragon. We got to be a little bit careful because, I mean, he does have the Elixir Collector down. We do get the, like, about half the tower. Is that worth it? Maybe not, but I didn't really have many options right there since I had to rocket the E-Drag and the healer early in the match. I mean, I could have tried to not rocket that, but then things will get a little awkward at the bridge, and sometimes you'll just wish you rocketed. So it's better to be safe than sorry in that situation, at least with the hand that I currently had right there. So just going to set my Tesla up in the middle right now. Also, I do apologize for no upload yesterday. I was initially recording this video, and I had like the most massive headache because I was watching the US World Cup game, and you know, afterwards I was recording the vid, and I was like, dude, I was screaming too much or something, bro, because I felt horrible. Like, I just needed to go to bed. My body was overtaxed, so I was like, you know, the better decision for my health is probably to go to sleep right now. But I'm just gonna go ahead and NATO this in. Oh, that doesn't activate King. That's my bad. I thought we were gonna grab the King's activation there. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Okay, he's got double Elixir Golem. That was, I'm very, I'm very caught off guard. That was not at all what I expected to see. I thought maybe Golem's back here, but he goes double E-Golem. Oh my gosh. Okay, this just got a lot more interesting. Let's go Ice Wizard here. Baby Dragon Evolution comes down in the middle. That could cause me a lot of issues. Let's go Skellies. There's 3 Elixir Golems right now. 4. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get Evo Tesla down. Let me go for the Ice Wizard down low so it can't get killed by anything, hopefully. Dude, what is going on? Okay. I'm going to go for the Rocket Tornado on this Baby Dragon plus the healer because I just cannot kill that Baby Dragon. It's going to sit there for 40 years if I don't do that. So I'm going to go Ice Wizard, I'm going to go Skellies, then I'm just going to Tornado these blobs to get the King Tower activation right here. And you know what? All things considered, we're only barely down and we have the King Tower. I'm going to go Offensive Expo as well on this left-hand lane and just force him to play defense here. Does he go E-Drag? That is the question. If he does, that's not a great rocket though. Like, I don't want to just hit the E-Golem and the E-Drag only. It's a decent value, but is that enough? Nah. So I'm just going to chill and reset now. Let's go for the Knight up top to tank for the Baby D and the Electro Dragon as well. Skelly's down low. Have you guys gotten anything good from the rewards yet? You know, the daily rewards from the King trial thingy. I have gotten nothing but the minimum gems every time, unfortunately, but I'm hoping. I've seen a few people get some Pass Royales. In the last few days, they have shown me them, and I've been like, dude, that's so lucky. That's basically $12 for free if you think about it. I'm gonna go Rocket. Is he gonna E-Drag? No? What? He was gonna let my Expo connect that whole time? Oh my goodness, I just might have sold the game potentially. I thought he was gonna E-Drag there, so I was kind of predicting it, but thankfully that Ice Wizard does get one shot. That's still not enough to take tower with all 3 of my spells. Oh no. If we lose like this, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, let's go for the Tesla Evolution right now. Oh man, I'm scared. Dude, there's nothing more terrifying than E-Golem. Healer, especially. Let's go ahead and drop down our log. What in the world? Let's go Ice Wizard low. Let's go Knight up top. I guess another Tesla here is pretty good. I have to rocket. I can't kill that E-Dragon if I don't rocket. I have to rocket this quickly. Let's go for the Rocket plus Tornado. Come on, get everything except for that healer, please. Yes, that's huge, guys. Look at that value on that log as well, and we can go Ice Wiz plus Tesla in the middle of the map, and we are going to win this game, I think. Holy moly, this was one of the games of all time for sure. I'm going to make sure we don't choke first. Let's get another Knight. We have triple Knight down here. We have like just Ice Wizards getting infinite value. Actually, we have 4 Knights on the map because that one's taking the tower, and that's going to be a win. What a first match right there. We are up against Yashimaru in this next game, and he's going to go for the Skeleton Barrel first play of the game. Luckily, we do have Ice Wizard and Cycle. It's either, you know, you want to go Ice Wiz or NATO pretty much every time on top of that if you can for the first play of the game. So he goes Wall Breakers. Let's go ahead and log, and I can already tell you we're going to either be facing Recruits or just Hyper bait with a bajillion spam cards. And I'm not going to lie, I don't know how this happened again, but I think hyper bait might be the best deck in the game again, guys. I can't believe I'm saying it, but it just is everywhere right now, especially the version with the Rocket and the Valkyrie. It's just really good, and you're constantly pressuring, forcing out opponent's small spells, and then just basically dumping your entire bar opposite lane as soon as they use it. It's kind of crazy to witness, but I'm just going to go Larry's and then Ice Wizard once more on top of this Ghost. Now, the reason I don't want to NATO that is because I know... Okay, wait. Let me think about this. He's going to go... Oh my gosh, dude, chill. Let's go for the NATO. I'm just going to log this as well. I kind of had no choice. I'm actually really happy with how I played that because now there's absolutely no way he has Elixir for this because he just spammed the whole bridge. He's gone like 4 Elixir, 5 Elixir. Yeah, he goes Skeleton Dragons right there. And I think that was the smart play, just grabbing the King Tower activation, accepting that, you know, I'm going to take the damage. What am I going to do? Spend my entire life savings on that to try and survive? And then just getting the counter push damage because that's one of the only times the Icebow is actually a threat is whenever you have your opponent super low on Elixir and, you know, they can't afford their counter to whatever that might be. You know, he can't afford hardly anything at all right there. So I'm going to go Larry's on this left-hand side. Now, you've seen me do this push before, but this is a sneaky push, right? You know, if you leave a Ice Wizard tanking for Larry's, the Larry's will low-key, English Hunter, please, take half of the tower. It's pretty lit. So the Ghost is going to get a connection. I'm not going to log that. It's probably not worth it, especially when he's got, you know, literally log bait, but also he has Skeleton Dragon, so it makes me think there still might be one other card like a Rascals or a Recruits that he has in his deck that he hasn't shown. So I'm a little bit scared still, but he's going to go for the Goblins in the back like that. I don't have anything in cycle to actually put down besides my Icebow, so I guess I kind of have no choice. We obviously don't want to use our log on those goblins at all. So the Skeleton Dragons do come down. I'm going to go for the Knight back. We're just going to take our time. Absolutely no rush. We have plenty of time. He does have a Fireball for that, of course. This is a weird deck. I've never seen this version of spam before, but, you know, it's interesting for sure. I'm going to go for the Larry's, and then on an instant, the Icebow. Oh, my goodness. Let's all pretend that we did not see that Icebow placement, and that's a, you know, I'm going to defensive Icebow. That's what I meant to say when I put it down. See, this is actually big brain because now he's going to overcommit on it. He's going to Skeleton Dragons. I know he is. He wants to. Yep, I knew it. Okay, so now I'm going to Evo Tesla. This actually isn't all bad. I know this was a misclick. I'm aware. I'm a noob. But now we have another Icebow. Like, it's kind of helping a little bit, right? Maybe, you know, I got to gaslight myself into believing that. But let's see what he does right here on top of this Icebow. We still have our Evolution Tesla supporting. There's the Rascals. I knew he was going to have something else because of the way he was playing. So I'm going to go ahead and drop down my Knight like this to pull that Rascal on back. And then Tesla once more at the bridge. Just try and control the map for a bit now. He does go for the Ghost. Wait, what does he do here? Oh, that's a big Icebow lock on his tower. Now, remember, he does have Fireball, so I'm just going to be careful of this. Look at that Knight on the left-hand side, by the way. Dude, I'm telling you guys, there's something about people that have Fireball in their deck. They will always Fireball the Ice Wiz as soon as humanly possible, no matter what the situation. It's crazy, dude. It's like the Knight's just taking his tower on the left-hand side casually. He's like, no, I must Fireball this Ice Wizard if it's the last thing I do. But I'm just going to go Ice Wiz on top of that right there, and then Larry's. Hopefully, this Expo can help out. Yeah, perfect. So the wall breakers do not connect. On top of that tower right there, which is super awesome. I'm just going to go for the Tesla down low, and now we're just basically in 2 rocket range. Now, spells are not that reliable anymore because they do way less damage, but it's okay. I'm just going to set up a defensive, and we're going to take our time. I usually sometimes be making the mistake of going too aggressive with my spells early on to try and finish off a game, and sometimes it can cost you, so I'm just going to chill for now and not make that mistake this game. Let's get Ice Wiz down. He does go for the Evo WBs. I'm just going to go ahead and let that happen, and then Evo Tesla right here for the Skeleton Dragons. Also, the Wall Breakers, beautiful. Okay, I can just go ahead and tornado the Skeleton Barrel in as well into the Evo Tesla, just get that maximum value. And even though I'd like to rocket this guy twice, I mean, it's a bit risky. I'm going to go for the rocket number 1, and then we're going to see how he plays this. I'm going to go for the Knight to back. There's the Rascals, so we can just get a free log on top of those. I'm not sure why he Rascaled into the lane where I need the damage, and that was quite odd, but I just need 1 rocket and 1 tornado. I'm not going to risk it now, though. Let's just make sure we can defend and not lose our entire tower. This is what I mean with, like, the bait decks. You got to be super careful because you can get overwhelmed in the blink of an eye, literally. So I'm going to go log down low, and then just Tesla all the way up top. Hopefully that's good enough defense. Skeleton Barrel does come down. Hopefully that pops. I can just go for the Rocket Tornado now since we finally have a breath to get the 9 Elixir off, and we are going to secure the win against a very weird version of log bait right there. Here we go up against Lewin in this next game right here. I'm just going to wait for him to make the first play. Ghost comes down in the back. Also, do you guys hear that? There's a bug with the Ghost right now. I don't know if it's just on my game, but I cannot hear the Ghost when it's deployed, only the evolution. It's really weird, and it's been happening all day today. It's been throwing me off. I've been like, what? I don't even, like, I'll not even look at my screen. I'll be like reading something or not paying attention, then all of a sudden there's a Ghost just, ooh, but it doesn't make the sound. I'm like, what the heck? And when did it get on the map? I'm waiting for the audio cue, but anyways, enough yapping about that. He's got an Ice Wizard and a Ghost and a Minions. It's mortar, isn't it? Shoot, I just wasted my Tesla. I didn't actually have any idea what it was before he played that. Now it makes more sense. If he mortars with his cannon cart, like right at the bridge, oh, shoot, he goes in the middle. That was smart, I guess. Let's go Ice Wiz here. Now, this could be quite the interesting matchup, depending on what the version is. You don't really see Ice Wizard in mortar at all, to be honest, especially not paired with like a ghost. Kind of a weird combo. I'm going to go knight like this. I know I could activate king, but I think I'd rather just, you know, secure the defense first for now and just try and find out what he has in his deck. Because if I go for a NATO and he pulls out a minion horde, I'm just cooked. So I gotta be kind of careful. I don't know what version he's running, and I have no clue, you know, what to really expect. So I'm just gonna set the Tesla here. Let's see what he does. Does he just have cannon cart and cycle for a card or two? I actually don't remember how many cards it's gonna be until he has it back. But oh my gosh, no, wait. No, don't tell me this guy's actually running Goblinstein cannon card against me. Oh no. That was a nightmare when Goblinstein was like the best card in the meta for a while there. That was honestly one of the worst, you know, I was having a horrible time playing it. So now I'm getting PTSD from that time of the game whenever I had to deal with a Goblinstein cannon card. I'm sure you guys all did as well. I'm going to go knight like this. Wait, can we actually get a lock? Oh, come on. I'm going to Ice Wizard as soon as humanly possible here on top of this. Oh, shoot, the ghost comes down. Come on, Ice Wizard. Come on, one more shot. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. No! How does my Ice Wizard not get that last shot? Do you know how detrimental that is, guys? That is the difference between us probably getting at least like 500 damage and getting nothing. That sucks so much. It's okay though, I guess. I'm a little disappointed in my Ice Wizard right there, not getting that last hit, but it's okay. I'm gonna go for the Evo Tesla on top of the mortar and just make sure that's taken care of quickly. Now, the problem with the cannon card against the Icebow and any of the cards in my deck is that it's going to solo them super easily, and I just don't have a good reply against it in general. So he goes for the minions. I guess I can just log like this right here. He has no, I'm hard countered. Bro, he's got lightning cannon cart Goblinstein minions, mortar. Oh heavens. It's going to take a pretty big miracle for us to win this game, or, you know, maybe a lot of mistakes from him. That would also work. Let's go ahead and tornado this ghost. I missed. That's game. Oh, my goodness. Wait, can we retarget that on the skellies? We can, thankfully. I have to rocket this as well. Oh, my goodness. That tornado was a big miss. I got a little, like, I dropped it a little bit too fast because the mortar was coming down and all that pressure was coming at me, and I had to get something else down. So, you know, it led to me making that mistake. I'm going to go Expo. He's just going to Goblinstein. I don't know why I'm even doing this. Man, this game is cooked. We are dead. There's no way. Hopefully we can somehow defend this. Let's go for the Ice Wiz in the middle of the map. He does mortar on the right hand side. I'm not sure about that mortar. Let's go for the Tesla right here to just make sure we take care of business. And he does go for the cannon card again. Wait a second. He just used cannon card. He just used Goblinstein. He just used mortar. This is probably the only time we can actually hopefully get something out of our Expo, like pressure wise. He's going to go for the Ice Wiz. He's going to lightning this, isn't he? I'm going to log as well, and then knight on top of the cannon cart. He's back to a Stein, but look, oh, the Expo's on tower. Let's go. I didn't even notice that until like I saw it was somehow getting damaged. Okay. We're chilling. I didn't expect that to happen. That's kind of going to put us back in the game and even give us a slight lead right now, which I did not expect to have at all in this match. So I'm going to go for the Evo Tesla here. He does go for the Stein ability. Kind of a waste right there. Let's go ahead and log to make sure this ghost doesn't kill my Tesla in time. And you know what? We're back in the game. I'm going to do a play that's weird. I know he has mortar. I'm very aware this Expo does not hit the mortar. Just trust me on this play. He has enough cards on the ground, like the Cannon Cart, the Stein, the Ice Wizards, for example, that I actually want to get a defensive Expo down outside of lightning range. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and drop down my rocket, and then I'm also going to NATO to make sure we kill the monster. I shouldn't have NATO'd. I should just rocketed low-key. That was dumb of me. I'm going to go Expo, though, on the left-hand side immediately to pressure, and then go for the Knight to retarget that ghost. Hopefully, please. Yep, so we can go log as well. Come on, I need a small connection, please. Or at least, you know, I want him to spend a bunch of elixir. Somehow my Expo's already dead. That's crazy. I can't speak today. But just going to go Ice Wiz like that. He's probably going to go... No, he goes for the mortar. What the heck? I thought he was going to go offensive mortar. Why would he defensive right there? Can we win this game, or do we lose by spell cycle? I actually cannot tell right now. Let's go NATO. 20 seconds. Let's go for the Knight down low right here. All right, I'm going to go for the Ice Wizard down low as well. Oh my goodness, this is terrifying. Let's go ahead and drop down our Tesla outside of lightning range, of course. Let's go for the log as well. Knight on top of the cannon cart. Come on, kill the cannon cart, please, 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 please. Then I can rocket. No way we pulled this off. If we beat this matchup, we actually did, I think. Skellies to block? No freaking way. Oh my, I have to BM him. That is like one of the worst matchups I could possibly have gotten, and we somehow pulled off a miracle to win that game. I will take it. It was pretty, I don't even know if lucky is the right word, but you know, I'm happy right now. After that thrilling game, we are up against Sapo in this next one right here. Now, he's a bit below me, so I need to be careful about this one. Let's go Larry's on top of that Electro Spirit. You know, people might be asking, why don't you activate the King off that? Well, 99.9% of the time, the person that is going to go Electro Spirit first play of the game is going to either have RG or Expo. And King Tower activation doesn't really affect the game at all on either of those matchups. So I think it's just like, you know, I don't want to take the free damage, basically, is how it goes in my mind. Sometimes I still activate the King, you know, just whatever I'm feeling, honestly. I know that sounds stupid, but it looks like he is going to be playing 3.0 Expo, so since he already fireballed, I'm just going to play super defensive at the start of this game and go defensive Expo right away. Now, what this is going to do, oh my goodness, what? I did not expect him to go Expo into that. That's kind of insane. What in the world? Maybe, I don't actually have any idea why he did that. That was very odd. But I was expecting him to just, like, reset and probably try and cycle to another fireball, and I would have rocketed his tower. But now he goes for an offensive bow into my defensive bow. In single. I guess to be fair, like, there's no way I can punish that, so it's not the worst play of all time. Let's go ahead and cycle log on top of the archer over here, right there, and I'm just going to wait to see how he wants to play this. I guess I'll go for my knight in the middle since I don't really have anything else to drop down right now, and I also don't want to leak too much, and, you know, because he can get up on elixir on us, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm going to go for the Tesla here to kill the archer. It's going to also help out with that knight, of course. He goes for the Expo again at the bridge into a Tesla. This guy's playing really weird, I'm not going to lie. Archers, oh, no, 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 please, no. Okay, thank goodness, this is exactly why. Anyone asking ever why I have Evo Knight in my deck and not the hero, that is exactly why right there. We can actually defend against the Evo Archers and the Expo at the same time. Like, that is so much value. It's insane. Hero Knight would have gotten evaporated right there, just like the basic Knight would have. And thankfully, he's going to be forced to go for his own Knight here. And we have a minute left in this game, and we're looking pretty darn good. So, realistically, if we are going to win this game, we're going to have to find a way to apply some pressure with either our rocket on his tower or the Expo on his, like, offensive for me, whatever I'm trying to say, you know what I mean? I'm going to go for the Tesla up top to kill the Expo right there. Now, that was kind of an interesting interaction. I'm surprised he just, like, let that go and then played the fireball. I thought he'd be spamming more, to be honest, offensively. So I'm just going to go knight like this. Is he going to offensive Expo again, question mark, or no? I'm going to go for the defensive Expo right here and just take it nice and slow. He goes for the offensive on the other lane. Now, what I don't want to do is be forced to rocket that. I just want to go Ice Viz and tank and slow down the game as much as possible. The deck is super high-paced. 3.0 is one of the most high-paced decks in all of Clash Royale, as you guys know. So I'm going to take the rocket here since he completely wasted his knight on top of pretty much nothing right there. So all I'm going to do myself is go for the knight like this right now, and then he's also going to let the Expo die to my Expo. Another pretty big mistake, in my opinion. Let's go Larry's to make sure my Expo actually gets that value. He does log, but it doesn't matter because, of course, his Expo is already gone. Now, be careful. He's going to go for the Evo Archers. I know he is. Yep, it's so obvious. Whenever you play your Expo right there and they have them in cycle, there's like a 75% chance the Evo Archers on top of your Expo. So I'm going to take the rocket right away, and we're going to just play this nice and slow. The reason I'm comfortable and happy doing that rocket right away, even though I'm going to put myself down elixir, is because we have my GOAT, the Evolution Knight, in cycle. So I'm going to go for the Ice Fizz once more. Let's go for the log as well. Hopefully that can do a decent job. I'm a little bit scared he'd fireball there, but okay, we're good. I guess I'm forced to Tesla. I guess maybe I didn't need to. I don't know. He's going to Expo other lane, probably, like, very high likelihood he's going to Expo other lane if he's smart. No, he's not going to do that. He's going to go for the Tesla same lane. Interesting. Okay. We'll defensive one more time. I'm just going to go ahead and drop down my Larry's as well to make sure we can kill that Tesla in this match. Now, a minute and 10 seconds. He does just straight up fireball on like, the Expo this time, which is, you know, a change of pace compared to how he's been playing this game in the past. Let's go knight like this right here. What does he want to do? I'm going to have my Tesla set up right now, and we're just going to wait and see. He does go for the knight. Okay, so I think a defensive again is just literally the best play here. Have I even played an offensive Expo? I mean, this is probably a good demonstration on how you should play this matchup about most of the time. If your opponent is not really pressuring you in the correct ways and actually allowing you to get these Expos off, then you should be in business. So I'm gonna go for the Ice Fizz like this. Now, this could be a bit of a situation where I need to be super careful because the Evolution Archers are gonna cook me. I'm gonna go Evo Tesla log on top of that. Beautiful value, and we get another set of Archers, and he's forced to go for his Evo Tesla, and it's a complete wasted Evo Tesla as well. So we are looking very, very, very good right here. I'm going to go for the knight to tank. He goes for another Expo to bridge. I guess it's kind of desperation hour at this point. He's forced to kind of go for these hyper-aggressive plays that, you know, I don't think are going to benefit him too much because we have already an Expo and a Tesla and all this stuff set up on the map that I don't feel threatened. So he does go for the desperation heave with the fireball, and we are going to secure the win. Sometimes defense overpowers offense, and in that situation, we just did exactly that. Let's go for the NATO to make sure these Archers don't kill everything, and we are going to successfully pull off the win pretty comfortably against 3.0 Expo, which is not something that I say often. It's usually pretty difficult, but I think that game our defenses were pretty much on point for the most part. Okay, up against Link in this next one. He's immediately going for a Hog, not going to waste any precious time right there. So probably going to be either 2.6 or Hog Firecracker or Hog. Oh, it's Hog Exy. Look at his clan name. I just looked up at that. That's kind of funny. I like read his name initially and then immediately he hogged. So I looked down and then NATO'd and I was yapping and then looked back up. Oh, it's Hog Exy. Well, at least he told me his deck. That's pretty wholesome of him, I guess. I'll never really understand why people do that though. Like, why do you make a clan with the deck that you're running? That's just weird to me, because you're just telling them you're putting yourself at a slight disadvantage, I guess, in a way, because they just automatically know. I mean, some people make fake clans like where they're putting a different deck that they're not running. I guess that's mind games or something. Doesn't really bother me, but it's kind of funny, I guess. But he's gonna go for the Valkyrie right there and then log on top of the Ice Wizard. That's completely fine. I'm gonna go offensive now. Is he actually gonna rocket this, or is he gonna try and defend with just units? I'm kind of curious. He goes for the rocket. Ooh. I'm tempted to rocket back, to be honest, but I think I'm just going to go Skellies for now, and we're going to try and play this one a little bit slow. Now, Hog Exy, I have a hard time figuring out why this matchup either goes good or bad, because it feels as though most of the time I have decent control of the game, but then sometimes I just can't break through, even after they're, like, spending all their bar on the river. So I'm not really sure how this one's going to go. I guess we'll kind of figure out how this goes, you know, as we move on with the game. So I'm gonna go for the Ice with the back. He does go for a Hog into the Knight. Okay, very interesting play right there, to say the least. I'm gonna go ahead and Expo on this left-hand side, because he's gonna have to reply to that Knight as well. So I'm gonna get this down right now, and we have the Ice Wiz, of course, supporting it. He's probably gonna Executioner, or maybe go for the Hog again. No, he's not back to Hog for a little bit, actually. Yeah, he goes for the Xe right there. So I'm gonna go for the Skeletons right away, and then I'm actually gonna overcommit a bit and go for the Knight like this on top of that Executioner, because I want him to have to spend a bunch of elixir, basically, is the goal here. Let's go Ice Wiz as well. This is decent. He's forced to go for a Log, and he's going to be forced to go for a Valkyrie as well on this. I'm just going to drop a pre-Evo Tesla. Perfect. On top of that, he might go for the ability, I would assume, so I'm going to have my Log prepared for the ability anytime now. No, he doesn't go for it. Huh, that was interesting. I'm going to go Rocket. I'm also going to go for the Log on top of this Hog right here. That rhymes, and then he's probably going to Rocket, yep, back. So, now, assessing the situation, we're currently down, but I do have, you know, Rocket quicker than him here, so that's kind of good, I guess. Let's go Knight the back Skellies. Do I want to force an Expo? I think I do, but I want to wait for the right time. I don't just want to drop one down randomly. I would like to actually, you know, have the right sequence and then go for one. So I'm going to go for the Rocket on top of his tower again. He actually gives a Valk, so I might as well take that Tornado on top of that right there. He does go for the Hog, but I, of course, have Tesla for that, so that's not a problem. He does go for the Rocket, too. Now, I think in this situation, I just want to be patient and wait until I can be for sure that he cannot defend my Expo, basically. Or if he does defend my Expo, it'd be a miracle, basically, is what I'm going to go for here. So I'm going to go for the Knight to back. Not now. I'm going to wait until the timing is right. We don't want to force it. Let's go for another Rocket and force him to Rocket just one more time. If he Rockets me here, he's probably going to. Wait, okay, so there's the Rocket. Do I want to full commit to this? I think I do. Let's go Tesla here. That's going to be decent. How does he play this situation? That is my question. Xe comes down really quickly, so I'm just going to wait again. We're not going to force it. We're just going to wait until he's spent too much. Once again, he spends a Hog on defense, which I think is a mistake. Let's go for the Rocket on the tower once more. He's, of course, going to rocket my tower. Now, this is the one. You know why this is the one? I have my Evolution Knight and my Evolution Tesla in rotation. So, yep, there it is. I'm going to go Knight like this. Let's go ahead and Expo right away right now. I have Evo Tesla. I'm ready for this. This has to be the connection here. I hope. So let's go for the Evo Tesla on top of the Xe right there. It's going to get one more shot, unfortunately. No, it's not. The Expo's going to connect. And that Evo Tesla pulse and the Knight swing genuinely just won us the match. And that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Of course, as always, enjoy the Butch clip. And subscribe if you're new and leave a like. And love y'all. See you in the next one. Peace.